What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we have made one of our tried and true staples. We got some air fried wings. We have got some teriyaki air fried wings, a little bit of spice to them. Are they spicy teriyaki? Whatever, we're just gonna roll with that. Spicy teriyaki wings, real simple. I've done it. If you haven't seen, check my cooking playlist. Air fried wings are very easy. All you do, a little baking powder, a little bit of seasoning, 30 minutes, air fryer, nice and crisp. Toss them up, coat them up, and there you have it. Alongside, we have got the usual suspects. We've got the roasted broccoli, a little salt, pepper, olive oil in the oven, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes or so, or until they look good. And of course, the health rice this time is just cheesy health rice. So we got a little bit of that special sauce. It's just Tostitos, man. I know people always ask, what are you making when you use the cheese sauce? But I go with Tostitos a lot more than people think, just because I like it and it's easy to use. And we've got some leftover Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits from yesterday. I did order like a dozen, so I kept a few just so I could have them the next day, because if you never had them, they are the culture. So if you are digging the content, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all of that cringy YouTube stuff. We have also got a quick review. Doritos Roulette chips are back. If you are unfamiliar with them, all it is, maybe hot, maybe not, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Some of them are nacho cheese, some of them are hot, and supposedly in some bags, they're like really hot, but I've had these every time they've come out, and I've never run into like any super hot ones, but I guess they're just flaming hot Doritos. I'm not really sure. As always, we turn the bag just like this, and we make sure we get an even coating of seasoning on all of them. Let's pop some of these bad boys open. We're just gonna throw them in here, right by the biscuits, right? Don't matter. I'm just gonna munch on them as we go. If you like Doritos, you'll like these. If you like spicy Doritos, you'll like these. They're nothing special, but I do like them, so I had to. Let's just get one of these in. That's just nacho cheese. That's just nacho cheese. That one's spicy. That's all it is. There's some spicy ones thrown in. You can kind of tell looking at this one. This one might be spicy too. They're about a little bit around the same spice as like the Flamin' Hot Doritos. So just be cautious if you're a person that you think like pepper is spicy. Don't get these. Personally, I like them, but I like the Flamin' Hot Doritos the same. They're nothing too special, but I wanted to eat them because I'm fat. No other reason. Let's get into some of these wings though. Teriyaki. Air fried. You can see, got a little bit of those green onion on there too. Honestly, it's so hard for me to pick favorite foods. But man, do I love wings. Especially these. They're not heavy because they're not fried. They still got a nice little bark to them. See, I got that char on them. That's how I like them, like this. Oh, yeah. And if you cook them right, you can see, as I show you a half-bitten wing, the meat just falls off the bone. Yeah. Also got my wet wipes over here, just in case. Let's get into some of these rice. Cheesy health rice. Honestly, it is just white rice, cauliflower rice, and Tostitos. Garlic. Obviously, I season the rice too. Like, I'm not gonna say like I didn't season it, but super simple to make. I just wanted something low key because, you know, we had a big weekend. I was gonna do broccoli cheddar rice, but I made the broccoli on the side and it looked so good that I didn't want to chop it up. So that's why it's chilling on the side here. I love rice, man. Even when it's hot as hell and you burn your mouth. And when you really got it going, you take one of these nacho chips, right? You just do this. Am I the only one? Y'all don't use... Look, this is like a spoon, like an edible spoon for me. And of course that broccoli, roasted. You can see the char right here. See that nice color on the broccoli. This is fresh, this isn't frozen. Sometimes you just need meals like this. Especially after you had like Red Lobster and like Chinese food over the weekend. This is just a spot. I got 2 flavors today too. There's the ShopRite Poverty brand. People always want to know what I'm drinking, so I have to oblige. Bowling Basket is the name. I've got lime and mandarin orange. I figured I'd just switch it up a little bit. I always get like something lime, but I wanted to do a little switch up. I think I just got a spicy nacho too. Good to be back. Good to be back in the kitchen, man. You know I gotta get one of these. The goat. I just put these back in the oven, like 400 degrees, a couple minutes. At Cheddar Bay. If you never had Red Lobster biscuits, I'm telling you, they're 12 for like $5. Just, if you have Red Lobster in here, you don't have to ask for anything else. Or just go there and order a soda, and it'll just give them to you for free. Oh, they're even better now. The outside's got a nice little... These biscuits, I swear to you, everybody who's had them knows. They're just so good, man. You can make them on your own. If you don't have Red Lobster near you, check your Walmart. They're usually in the same section as like the biscuits. They're at my Walmart. I'm just too lazy to make them. And like I said before, by the time you buy all the ingredients, it costs about the same as buying a dozen. And when you make them, I think you get like 15 without the labor. I'm just here to make your life easier. I can't get enough of these though. I knew I ordered extra, I had to save them. Wow, that's so good. W meal for me. People think all I care about is like the, you know, like the crazy food. You know, when you see like the Red Lobster or like the new stuff. I love that stuff. But I love this stuff too. Probably an equal amount, if you want me to be honest. Excuse me. Especially when you get these wings for dinner. I'm never usually hungry, but I don't know, this is hitting different right now. One of those wings again. I guess I didn't show the teriyaki seasoning. I didn't make it myself. It's G Hughes. So it's like 10 calories for like a half a cup, which is what's on there. Kind of weird question. Is there anybody out there in the community and people who watch the videos? I love you guys, by the way, as I always say. Is there anybody out there who doesn't like chicken or any kind of meat on the bone? I was having a conversation today, and someone said they didn't eat chicken or any meat, steak, you know, whatever, on a bone. They were grossed out by the fact that it's on a bone. So they could only eat chicken if it was like breast, like boneless, whatever. And I'd never heard that before. Was that like a thing? Because I was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I know a lot of people like that. And I've never heard of that. That's like a whole new phenomenon for me. And I was trying to think about if I have any like food things like that. And I don't know if I do. Because I don't think chicken on the bone like tastes different. You know, it still tastes like chicken, whether it's a chicken breast on the bone or a chicken breast off the bone. I feel like it's juicier on the bone. It's easier to not to dry out when it's off the bone. And I guess my only weird thing is that I don't like raw vegetables. Like broccoli, I can eat it all day, but I can't eat it raw. Like, the texture's different, it's cold, and it has more of like a, how do I explain it? Like, it tastes more like I'm eating a tree. It's a big reason why I don't like lettuce. That's such a common thing from like spinach. I love spinach, but I like it when it's sauteed. It doesn't necessarily have to be wilted, but it has to be like warm at least. The rawer a vegetable is, the more it tastes like leaves to me, and I just, excuse me, I don't like it. And I know I've come a long way with my vegetable stuff. I mean, I guess not to you guys. Some of you guys think I don't eat enough vegetables. But as a young woman, I wouldn't eat anything. Anything. I think I eat corn, peas, green beans. That's about it. The only time I would eat broccoli is if it was like rice-a-roni. Like, you know, they have the little pieces of broccoli and it's only I'll eat it. But other than that, I really didn't eat a lot of vegetables. As far as fruit goes, as a kid, I ate no fruit. Zero. I hated all of it. I still don't like a lot of fruit. I've gotten better though. Like, I never thought in a million years that I would eat pineapple, and I do. Easy perps. I don't really eat much else. I'll eat it if it's in stuff, but I won't eat fruit like raw fruit. It's the same reason. I don't like bananas at all. I'm just thinking about, it's so common for people to, you know, comment on the videos or whatever and say like, why don't you like X? And I don't really have, I try to give like logical reasons, but I think people might think that I'm coming off like I'm being a jerk when I say it. Like, I just don't. I don't know. The same reason, look, I'm pretty sure that not one of you watching likes every food ever. Like, there's gotta be something you don't like. And I think it's crazy when, not crazy, but, you know, things that I like a lot. I have a friend that doesn't like shrimp. They hate it. No shrimp. At any time. And for me, it's like, that was one of the few things that I even ate as a kid. I always liked shrimp. That was a hot one. Kind of enjoy the roulette thing now that I think about it. They don't like shrimp, but they eat liver. They eat gizzards. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with eating liver. Do I like liver? Not necessarily, no. I never go out of my way to eat liver. I can't say I've had liver in a very long time. I did have foie gras, which is like duck pate liver, which was, I didn't like that. But, I feel like that's a lot more aggressive than like shrimp. You know what I mean? Every time I eat Brussels sprouts in my video, a lot of people are like, ew, that's nasty. But then they're like, why don't you eat lettuce? And I'm like, I eat Brussels sprouts, which to me is more aggressive than like lettuce. So I can't really judge. I didn't start eating Brussels sprouts probably till about maybe like 2 years ago. I just decided to try them again. And forget about like peppers and like onions. I would not touch an onion as a kid. No way. Now I'm like, can I get extra peppers on my? That's crazy. But the chicken on the bone thing is definitely a new one. Never heard of that. I think for some people, like, it reminds them of the fact that, like, this was once, like, flapping around. I'm sorry. If anybody's watching this that's, like, vegan, I apologize. Or vegetarian. I'm not trying to offend you. One of these days I will do, like, a vegan meal. I'm looking for vegan restaurants. They're all in this city, in New York City. Excuse me. Which for me, like, I probably said this multiple times, but even though the city is literally like 10 minutes away from me by car, like it's really close, I hate going. Anytime you go to the city, it's like a freaking adventure. Like it's like a trip. Like you have to like. Even when I used to go to the city a lot, it would be like I wouldn't come home. You know what I mean? Like I would find some friends to kind of like stay with, and like that drive, just crossing the Hudson River. You have no. If you're from Jersey, like you probably know, like. It's an adventure, man. And for me, I don't usually take the train and I drive into the city, which means you're either taking the tunnel or you're taking the bridge. And it's just like, I don't know. I never liked doing it. And I've probably driven into the city like 100 times. And I don't getting it easier. And I have so many friends that go into New York. My arm itches. That go into like to the city on like a daily basis because they work there. I couldn't do it. No way. The first time you eat a $12 bagel, you will realize that the city is just not for everybody. And I have friends that live in the city. They're like, yo, when you coming to visit? I'm like, never. But at the same time, like I do want to go there because there's a lot of restaurants, so it's good content. Maybe when this whole panorama is over. I shouldn't say over, but it's getting better. But maybe when this thing kind of, you can go into restaurants and like you're free to move about the cabin. I hate flies. Maybe then I'll do it. It's so weird now how, and I don't know where you live. I know some places you guys like, Texas for example, like it's like nothing ever happened. I'm not here to get into the politics of that stuff, so spare me. I'm not, you know, this is not the platform for that. So let's just go another direction. But it's just crazy, especially here in Jersey, like. For the most part, people are good here with, you know, face coverings and stuff like that. It's not a big deal. It's just crazy that how in a calendar year, because it's been a little over a year since this whole panorama started, how much, like it's just like a way of life now. You know, I keep a mask in my car, so when I go places, I have a mask and I just throw it on, and it's just like, normally I had the triple tap. I don't know what triple tap is. Let me get this one real quick. That's good, man. Who made this? Oh. Triple tap for me. Every time I leave my house. Until this day. And I've been doing it probably as far back as I can remember. I guess since I've had a car. Probably before that, actually. Anyway, the triple tap before I left my house was wallet, key, cell phone. Always. Make sure you have all three on you before you leave. Now, it's wallet, key, cell phone, mask. If you don't want to get caught without one, then you can't go in somewhere. And it's like, I was thinking about today how crazy it's become that, like, putting on a mask is like something that we do now. You know, it wasn't but a year ago that nobody ever thought about this stuff, and now people have like designer masks. I saw a lady in Walmart with a Louis Vuitton mask. That's when I knew. You know, I have like a Joker mask, but I don't really wear it anymore because it was like a gator, like the one you put on around your neck, and I guess people say that those aren't as protective, one. And two, that was more when we weren't working. So I was like walking around town. And it was easier to have around my neck so I can just kind of flip it up. Now that I'm working, like, you know, when there's no one in the building, I don't have, because there's no one there, it's just me in my studio. I don't have it on. Someone comes in, I don't have to have it around my neck anymore. So it's just a lot easier, you know. And shout out to the people out there who are like, have like jobs that they have to have it on for like hours upon hours at a clip, because it can be annoying. I have to be honest about that fact. I always wear it, but it can be annoying to keep on. And I know, like, my mom is a pharmacist. She went back to work. Finally, you know, I have people that are new to the channel, you might not know, but she was like really sick from this whole thing, like hospitalized, and because of that, she was on disability for like 3 months. She couldn't work, and now she's back. 8-9 hours. You can't take it off. You know, like the teachers and of course the essential workers, and like, respect. Because I'm always a firm believer in, you know, I understand that these are the professions that you chose, but the reason that I didn't choose those professions was because I don't know if I could do it. Like, you guys are special, and you're to be appreciated. I think people that don't work those kind of professions don't understand what goes into that. You know, I know a lot of people that work in the medical field, and you guys work insane hours, you know, like 12-hour shifts, like 4 days a week, like, and you're not just sitting there watching television, you know. Not that that's not, you know, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you guys are saving lives, man. If it wasn't for people like you, I don't know if my mom would be here. So, respect, man. Respect to everybody, honestly. Except for people who like pickles and make fun of me. I'm just kidding. This is really good. I was watching, oh, this reminds me of this too. This made me laugh out loud when I saw it. I was watching a TikTok. I've said this a billion times, but I am addicted to TikTok. There was a video. It was a dude, and he said, he was black, but he said, how black people act when food is good. And it's like the truest thing. So he takes a bite of his food. I started cracking up because I feel like we all do this. He bit the food and he goes, and he looked around at nobody, but he started going. I don't know if that's a culture thing, but like every black person I know, they have like a thing, including me. You see it on my videos. When something's good, like I feel like everybody needs to know. Like, I don't know what it is, but you never been at like the cookout and you take a bite of like, you know, like somebody made like mac and cheese or somebody made, and you like, and you start, why are you pointing? It just made me laugh because we do be doing that. You know, I don't mind the jokes like that because they were true. I have my own, like, you guys all point out my mannerisms when I like something. I look off into the distance too. I don't even know who I'm looking at. There's nothing over there but a wall. And I buy something I like, I get to get, and I, you bite it, and I'm like, I don't even know who I'm looking at. But I know y'all feel me. I know you feel me. We don't play. Especially at like, you know, like the family gathering or something. I don't know, just get down different. I'm not saying other cultures don't do it, but it just made me laugh because I definitely know, like, black people do that. 100%. Because I'll be doing it. And we also have, like, some sayings and stuff. Like, you'll hear someone, if you hear someone say that somebody put their foot in something, it's actually a compliment. I don't know if you don't know this, if you're not a card-carrying member of the, why did I just, a card-carrying member of a black delegation, but if we say somebody put their foot in something, it means it's actually, like, good. that's like a little, that's like the uncle term. Everybody got that one uncle at the cookout. I might be missing some of y'all with this, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Every cookout I've ever been to, I don't know. I know most people hear the phrase, like, invited to the cookout, and, like, maybe y'all don't get it when we say, like, other people of other cultures, are you invited to the cookout? Because that's, like, the time where we all get together, like, that's the family, like, that's every family, like, that's so hard to explain. I'm trying to, like, put into the words. But that's one of the few times when you get everybody in the same building, or backyard, or the park, or whatever. And, you know, everybody there, you got your whole family, the uncle, everybody got the one uncle that's just the cook. And he burnt, well, at least in mine, burned the living hell out of every meat that you can, but he tell you how good it is, and they drunk half the time. And you got the other uncle that is actually drunk all the time, and they always got something to say about somebody, and the aunt always got something. But it's all love, because it's family. So, if you hear the phrase you invited to the cookout, it's like saying you one of us, your family. You could come. Because you don't bring people to the cookout that you don't like, because it causes problems. I've seen that. I'm just telling you. So, if you one of mine, and I don't mean like one of my family, but like, if you somebody that I'm really cool with, and you come to the family cookout, like, you good people. Don't make a fool out of me now. Because then I can't come no more, because they're going to bring it up every time I come, because I brought your dumb ass. Oh, this is also funny. That's how I eat my last wing. Apparently YouTube loosened up their guidelines, so I can curse a little more now. Let me read up on this. Because I'm not going to curse like crazy. I still notice there's children watching and stuff like that, and I'm still aware of that. But if I can throw in, like, just the ones you can see on TV, I'm not talking about F-bombs. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Now, people know this that know me. Or have come from, like, the older Instagram days. I have really cleaned up my act. I'm vulgar. In my everyday speech, when I'm not working, when I'm not being professional, but amongst friends, I curse a lot. Like, a whole lot. I have a potty mouth. But, you know, it's not lost upon me. I have people tell me that they watch these videos with their children. So I'm not going to do that. But if I can throw in, like, you know, just a regular, like, ones you can see on television, just like the ASS, that kind of stuff. I don't know how many curses I get. That's why I used it already. So, but I heard they loosened up the restrictions. I'm going to read up on it a little more. I won't, you know, go crazy with, like, the subject matter and stuff like that. But, you know, the people who come from, like, Instagram probably know that, like, I've really cleaned up my act because I'm nasty. But I'm not going there. I mean nasty like pick my nose nasty, children. Okay? That's all I'm talking about. Oh, man. But Anyway, damn, I ate all that? I don't even know what to do with myself. That's cool. I guess I gotta go. I feel like I just got here. Alright. What time is it? No, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I should go. As always, still gotta edit the video, still gotta do all that other stuff, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. I love it. We got some other stuff coming. I have a lot of stuff that I found over the week that I have to review. I got some cereals, I got some different chips, I got some snacks, some candy, all that good stuff. So it'll be done throughout the week with my food, because that seems to be the best format that works for me, so I can try stuff throughout the week, because I still love all that good stuff. Anyway, it's been your boy King Strats. We'll be back. Kitchen tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, it's kitchen tomorrow. It's only Monday for me, so Tuesday. More content. Roulette chips. That's just a cheese one. Doritos are the best, bro. They really are. Anyway, I love y'all. My hand signs. They made it to YouTube.